Optimus Prime never ducked a fade. Because today we are going over every single Optimus Prime fade he's had in the movies. But before we get into that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, go do all that good stuff, man. Go follow my Twitter, my Discord down in the description below, because today we're starting with a classic. So after the Decepticons pulled up on this ship and smoked Brawn, Prowl, Sideswipe, and Ratchet, Ironhide latched onto a little bit of breath and got blew to smitherooskies by that goddamn fusion cannon. And if you let G1 fans tell it, they'll say Optimus decapitated that boy Megatron and Dark of the Moon was unwarranted when this nigga just regularly does stuff like this. The Decepticons are now fully pulling up on Autobot City, having a full frontal attack. So RC and them start transforming Autobot City as Megatron deploys the Insecticons, having them boys eat away at their base. Hot Rod and Cup ramp their way into the base, and golly, Cup done caved that Insecticon's skull in. But the Decepticons are running roughshod through Autobot City, and here comes Big O Peasy. Hold on, peep the pose. Who Prime think he feeling like right now? Prime transforms, starts playing GTA with these Decepticons, running them niggas over. The Decepticons over there blicking at my twin, but he rocket jumps in the air and blicks down 3 Decepticons, blicks down 2 more Decepticons, and then he pulls up on Megatron. Megatron tackled the mess out of Optimus Prime, but here comes Hot Fraud over there talking about some damn, I have to help Prime. Nigga, sit your little ass down and let the big boys talk. Prime threw the piss out of Megatron, so he picked up this spiked rock and lobbed that hole right in his sternum. Tried to blick my demon down with that fusion cannon, but Optimus dodged and punched Megatron so goddamn hard he dropped that hoe. So he pulled out that sword he had keistered and smacked the piss out of Prime in the already injured side of his stomach. Had that boy backing up, it was looking raps for my nigga Prime. But here come this overly giddy ass nigga Megatron done jumped in the air trying to slime out Optimus. That's why he got his goofy ass uppercut. Megatron went for a leg sweep. Optimus jumped in the air just to get drop kicked in his shit. And then Prime throws Megatron's goofy ass again. He picks up that strap and was finna blick that boy down. Megatron over there started begging and pleading for his life, reaching for that pole. And here come this bum ass nigga Hot Rod. He jumps in the way trying to stop Megatron, but the only thing that happened to bro is he got put in a headlock and held hostage. So Megatron saw this as a golden opportunity to be the worst guy ever known all time. He blinked that boy Optimus Prime like 4 times. I wasn't even a thought yet in 1986. I know little ass kids saw this movie, saw Optimus Prime and was happy just to see the nigga die in the first like 20 minutes of the movie. But Megatron pulled up on Optimus. He was talking mad nasty, bro, just to get accented in his chest. Yeah, that was the end of the fight. Now we on to Optimus's very first fade in Transformers 2007. After Bone Crusher got tired of flipping cars in a highway, his ass transformed, and then Optimus follows suit after that. But then Bone Crusher just shoulder bashes his ass through a damn bus, and for what? Nigga did that so unnecessarily, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, I used to be like, is Bone Crusher stupid? Why is the first guy he tried to go after Optimus Prime? But nah, Optimus Prime transformed after Bone Crusher. He wanted bro gone today. I don't know what beef Optimus had with Bone Crusher on Cybertron, but he said, may Primus strike you down right now today. But Bone Crusher tackled Optimus off of the highway, almost crushing this small Caucasian family of 2. Bone Crusher chin checked Optimus, but that did not do anything to Big Optimus, cause bro ate that punch and proceeded to punch Bone Crusher so hard in the chest his eyes popped out. I know that nigga Bone Crusher said some damn gadzooks when his ass got hit. Knocked little bro all the way off of the freeway, but Optimus jumped down after bro too. His ass did not have to backflip and do that many flips in the air. He's just flexing on dog right now. But once Optimus gets down, he weaves Bone Crusher little claw thing, hides behind the pillar, pulls out that doohickey, caught the left arm with the right hand, cut that bitch off, put little bro in a headlock as he proceeded to stab little bro in the neck, decapitating his ass. But then Megatron pulls up, and oh nah, he starts packing niggas up immediately. Jazz pulled up on bro and pause. Look at this size comparison. This nigga Jazz barely goes up to Megatron's kneecap. Oh yeah, it's over, man. He tried to blick him down with his gun, but them little ass bullets was just bouncing off of Megatron's chest like it wasn't nothing. And then he pulled out his cannon and he didn't even really shoot, bro. He shot at the ground and I can see Jazz's life points fading from his life. I mean, look at how much damage that just did. That nigga is cooked. Megs then flies him and Jazz to the top of this building. He then starts dangling Jazz by one leg. This is a grown ass man, by the way, but Jazz ain't going out like no bitch. He's still firing some shots off, talking crazy to Megatron. But him talking crazy was him uttering his final words. And them final words were, "You want a piece of me?" Which could possibly be the worst mistake he's ever made in his life, because Megatron then rips this nigga in half and he has 2 pieces of Jazz. And I remember reading somewhere that either in a book or the original screenplay of the movie, Megatron was going to eat this nigga Jazz's spark, which would have been crazy, but I would have loved to see that. But rest in peace, a real nigga named Jazz. Optimus Prime finally shows up. Coolest nigga ever, by the way, but he transforms and he clips that battle mask and he says Megatron. Then Megatron says Prime and just tosses the carcass of Jazz like he ain't shit. He ain't have to do my boy like that. That was kind of crazy. Megs then jumps off the building, transforms into a Cybertronian jet and starts flying at Optimus. Optimus latches on and then Megatron starts taking these boys for a ride. And then he smashes Optimus into the edge of one building. I know that bike hurt. Megs is not finished though, because he then smashes them through this big ass building. And there's a certain joke about 2 buildings I can make, but I won't. I'm better than that. Megs de-transforms and him and Optimus start rolling on the ground with Meg mounting this nigga on top. And he starts talking crazy to Prime. He says humans don't deserve to live, and I have no idea what we did to Megatron to warrant any of that, but pop off, I guess. But Optimus said they should choose for themselves, so Meg said you will die with him. Grips that nigga Optimus up and chunks his ass. We're gonna see a whole lot more of Megatron throwing niggas. I know if Megatron played fighting game, his man will be king. Megatron then pulled out his fusion cannon. Optimus pulled out his gun. He shot Megatron in the chest, and then Megatron proceeded to flex on Optimus. He hit dog with the cleanest spin move after that bullet contacted his chest, as Megatron then shot Optimus right in his chest, and he got shot so hard that Prime did like 14 flips, and he almost kicked the nigga in the face in this building. I know Tom that works in accounting right now is sweating bullets because he almost got kicked by a foot 14 times his size. So Megatron pulls out his ball and chain and he destroys the statue Sam was hanging on, having that nigga fall down. But Optimus came in clutch, grabbed that nigga out the air as he started sliding down these buildings wall to wall. But Megatron's worry dropping boy's ass just jumped off the top rope, grabbed Prime by the back, did like 14 spins in the air and threw his ass. Like I said, this nigga Megatron is king incarnate. But after Optimus comes to, he tells Sam to skedaddle while he tries to fight Megatron by himself. We don't see much of what's going on, but Megatron legitimately has this nigga Optimus in a king grab loop. Like, nah, nigga, you not finna throw me, I recover, and then you throw me again. Like, put my ass down and run me these hands, nigga. But then we go see what Lennox Squad is doing, and oh, nah. Here comes Blackout, and I know all these niggas got PTSD after what Blackout did to these boys at the beginning of the movie. As we go see what Blackout's finna do, and he's finna double team Optimus with Megatron, but we go see the Optimus and Megatron fight, and then nigga Megatron don't need no help. He is beating that nigga ass. I mean, look at that crazy ass combo he just did on dude right there. What he need another nigga there for? Epps is finna call a missile strike on the Megatron Optimus battle, trying to get Megatron up out the way. But Lennox tells Epps, let's deal with this nigga Blackout right now. As Epps starts pointing that green laser at Blackout, trying to get the airstrike on him too. But Blackout sees that and he's like, nigga, what the? Hey yo! And he's getting ready to cook Lennox Squad for good. As Lennox gets on a motorcycle, he rides up to Blackout. He damn near Akira slides off that bitch and starts mowing dog down with a grenade launcher as the Air Force is also piecing his ass up. And this nigga Lennox was playing Black Ops 6 17 years before it came out. We go back to the Optimus and Megatron fight, and this nigga Optimus is on the ground out going sad, and Megatron just Randy Orton punch kicks the piss out of my dog Optimus. Bro, this is getting crazy. My ass finna jump through the screen and do something about it. But we then go back to see what the Air Force is doing, and Starscream done infiltrated their ranks, and he just started piecing these boys up. Bro stomped on the nigga on the right and then boomed everybody within a 10-meter vicinity of him with his machine gun and continued to just do these boys dirty. The rest of the Air Force that did not get violated by Starscream is letting it rain on Megatron with these missiles. And so is Lennox Squad. They're shooting bro with grenade launchers too. He is getting cooked. Optimus gets like his only lick off on Megatron the whole fight, and that's just to trip this nigga. As Big Bro is just drooling at the mouth, crawling towards Sam, trying to get the Allspark away from dude. Then suicidal ass Optimus is like, Sam, put the cube on my chest now. And knowing as to what happens to Megatron immediately after the cube went to his chest, Optimus Prime's plan would have just been cooked. Bro would have had the cube in his chest, died, and Megatron still would have been alive. But Sam makes the grown-up decision here, and he puts the cube in Megatron's chest as that bitch starts cooking his ass. I mean, completely frying his shit back, killing the hell out of Megatron, ending the battle over Mission City. That's all the phase Optimus had in Transformers 07. Now we're on to Revenge of the Fallen. And look, I know this is an Optimus Prime video, but I simply have to talk about my demon Sideswipe. That boy got amounts of ore that have never been tapped into again. But here come big ass Demolisher. Buddy done popped up out the cut, wreaking havoc, and then Sideways tries to slip out. And then the RC sisters pull up on Sideways. Michael Bay, I rocks with your movies sometimes. You're going to hell for this. Nigga had Chromia, Alita 1, and RC all in this movie, and they looked like shit, and they all got off screen. And a lot of continuities where Optimus and Alita 1 are present in the story, there are things. And the Bayverse is like, Optimus, you can't fuck that little ass dog. Sideways did come barreling through some random Chinese family's apartment though. But here come the Billy Goat Sideswipe. Cause he done flipped over that boy sideways, threw his sword in that boy's hood, grabbed it, and sliced him in half. This is the coolest way to get introduced to somebody, by the way. And then he hit the pose at the end. Yeah, man, he's a demon. The Demolisher's over here running over everybody on the freeway. And again, people be like, Bayverse Prime's too violent. Do you not see how many niggas he just boomed right there? That boy had to go. So next, called in Optimus Prime. Big old Peasy done pulled up on Demolisher and started blicking down that boy as Ironhide was shooting down one of his tires. Done crashed that nigga into some construction site. And then Optimus like, any last words? Buddy talking about some damn The Fallen shall rise again. Yeah, I would have shot that boy in his head too. He talking about some damn The Fallen. Them boys Optimus and Bumblebee broke into this abandoned ass warehouse to spin back for their boy Sam. And they got to work immediately, started busting shots at Starscream and Megatron. Then we see that boy Optimus do this cool ass flip. Missed every single shot though, but we not worried about that. The ore apartment was gas. Started busting shots at Megatron. Starscream thought his ass was slick, so he ate an assault rifle barrel to the mouth. That boy Optimus missed every shot when he was trying to shoot Megatron, but went 4 for 4 on Starscream. That boy was getting clipped. Just as they clipped Megatron while his ass was jumping in the air. Knocked his big ass out this factory. But we see that boy B and Megatron dip. And I'm not gonna lie, I was mad as hell at Bumblebee for the longest time because he was right there with Optimus. How did he not get to the forest as soon as them? But then I realized, oh, this nigga just went to go drop off Leo and Michaela. But Megatron and Optimus get to the forest. Megatron whiffs a shot and tackles the mess out of Optimus. And I am just now realizing through that entire altercation, Samuel James Witwicky was in Optimus's hands the whole time. Like, look at this shit. Optimus was firmly grasping Sam the whole time. I know he has crazy whiplash, 18 concussions. But it's crazy how Megatron initiated the tackle and he was the one that got punched in the mouth for it. Optimus tried to leapfrog over Megatron, but his legs were too damn long, so he got tackled in midair. Optimus done bonked the piss out of Megatron upside the head with this tree. Gave this nigga some scoliosis. I mean, dug deep in that nigga back. Weaved the sword slash and hit him with this nasty ass clothesline. Stabbed that boy in the arm and hit him with this mean ass elbow. And Optimus called that nigga junkyard crap. Let your nuts hang, gang. Tell this how you really feel. Then he throw Megatron's little ass just for Megatron to call for the Decepticons. I ain't gonna lie, Optimus was talking crazy mess this whole fight. I'm surprised after Megatron called in reinforcements, he didn't say, oh, my pussy hurt. Cause what the hell? We was running them solo dolos. You called 2 extra niggas? Grindor, Big Ass, and Starscream pull up and they're all hawking down Samuel James Witwicky. And they would have got his ass too if Optimus Prime's defense wasn't on 10. I mean, he tackled the piss out of Megatron, parried the kick, beat his little goofy ass in the mouth, grabbed Starscream's ass out the air, and palmed that 1,000-year-old ass robot by the head. Hit him in the back of his shit just to put him in a dragon sleeper. Kicked Megatron in the mouth at the same time, and Starscream just busted shots willy-nilly. And is this not crazy? This is just an insane way to have a
Bumblebee,
bro. How do you get yourself into this situation and explain it? Palmed by the head and having a nigga damn near hold you upside down, shaking you for your lunch money is crazy. All within the span of like 30 seconds, by the way. Optimus held little bro upside down just to kick the bottom jaw off his head. We get back to the Transformer whoops and the Decepticons started dogging my nigga, bro. And they did him kinda dirty too. We see a backhand Superman punch. Grinder grabs Prime up by the head just to eat an elbow to the mouth. He starts grinding that helicopter blade on that nigga liver. I'm not even gonna hold you though, for a Transformer, that probably feels good as hell. Starscream was getting free attacks off on Prime. He felt he had to get retribution for how Prime was doing him earlier. Started saw blading his ass up. Megatron though grabbed Prime by the head and then slammed the mess out of Prime. Hit that boy Prime with this nasty ass roundhouse. That boy Starscream saw Optimus Prime stun locked and was like, oh yeah, it's free eats. Shot him directly in the chest with a rocket and then started flicking his ass down. Megs elbowed Prime in the mouth just to shoot the piss at a dog with that food. Had his ass flying. But that could have possibly been the worst move the Decepticons made. After that, they done freed the demon. Optimus started going to town on them boys. He had that nigga Starscream in hell while he was cutting off Grindor's arms, slashing that Grindor, just spinning around Starscream. I know this
Bumblebee,
mad as hell because every time he get to Starscream, he's just twirling his ass. Even had that boy friendly fire on Grindor with his missile. He done a headbutt Starscream away, parried Megatron's kick with his stab. Then he hit him with this mean ass 2-beat. And this might be the worst thing he did whole fight. He grabbed Starscream's arm and karate chopped that bitch off. He did not cut it off. He did not shoot it off. He karate chopped a
Bumblebee
arm off. I know after this fight, the Decepticons was telling tales about Optimus Prime like he was King Vaughn. Cause what the fuck do you mean he karate chopped my arm off? And it really didn't stop there. He started beating Starscream with his chopped off arm, like this nigga Quan Chi from MK9. Then he pulls out the hook hand, stabs Grindor in the eye, climbs up behind this
Bumblebee,
and rips his face in two. Now, I'm not gonna hold you, if I was Grindor, I'd feel a little upset. Cause the only thing I really did to bro this whole fight was tickling with my propellers. I gave bro a massage and he lobotomized me. What happened to all sentient beings deserve the right to live, gang? After lobotomizing Grindor, Optimus went to go look for Sam, and that boy Megatron Nick must have been on 1,000, because how did his big ass not make a singular sound? Backdoored my mans, called his ass weak, which is crazy. He was just dogging y'all in the 1v3 by the way, and blasted a hole through the back of his chest. Done killed the hell out of my boy Optimus, man. So after big Samuel James Witwicky brought Optimus Prime back to life with the Matrix of Leadership, I'm not gonna hold you, I have no idea why that nigga was called Prime and he didn't have the Matrix until right now, this very instance, but I digress. Anyways though, the Fallen pulled up, snatched the Matrix out of his chest as soon as he got it. Chain snatching somebody that just came back to life 3 seconds ago is crazy, but the Fallen is using that Matrix to power the Star Harvester, you know what I'm saying. He's just gonna destroy the sun, which in turn would destroy the entire solar system, some light. Jetfire saw a living Prime for like the first time in a millennia, and he decided to be the coolest old head all time. Gave up his life so that my boy Joke could get his 3 seconds of screen time. Started connecting all of his parts on the Optimus, and I'm not gonna hold you. This right here, this is the coolest a nigga has ever looked all time. That boy Prime got his goatee lengthened and some jetpacks and decided to go on his get back tour. Prime done flew towards the Fallen, tackled his ass off the pyramid, and blew up the Star Harvester all in 5 seconds. This nigga came back to life and got work done immediately. Megatron, the Fallen, and Prime all fell down this pyramid. Just for the Fallen to try to jump on Prime, he got his little ass blicked in the chest. Chin checked the Fallen and then grabbed this grown ass man by the back of his neck like he's some pup. Slammed the Fallen on the wall and ate an uppercut just from Megatron to backdoor my man's Prime. He scooped that boy Prime up, but Prime grabbed the Fallen too. They all went crashing into a wall. And what did Thanos say? You should have went for the head. He saw Prime's back as premium real estate. He should have just blew that nigga in the back of his shit. But now he slashed and shot Prime in the chest. That did absolutely nothing. Just for Prime to grab Megatron by his fusion cannon arm, snap that hoe out of place, and make Megatron blow half his face off. We're not done there yet, cause he cut that arm off, turned them jetpack boosters around, and blamed Megatron in the chest, sent lil bro flying. Have we ever seen a get back this efficient before? Cause that boy Prime died by Megatron, came back to life, got a power up, foiled the Decepticons' plans, cut off Megatron's arm, and turned that nigga into Two-Face all in the span of like 3 minutes. I know after Megatron fleed away, joined that camp with Starscream, talking about Prime like bro was King Vaughn. The Fallen over here throwing bricks at Optimus, he think he push a T. He cut that hoe in half though, started blicking down the Fallen and slashed little bro across the face. Just for the Fallen to snap Prime's arm, take off one of them rocket boosters, and smash Prime upside the face with it. Done pulled his lance out, and this was the Fallen's biggest mistake, cause Prime caught that staff, turned the Fallen around, stabbed him in his trapezius, bent the staff around his face, and this deranged lunatic said, "Give me your face," as he proceeds to rip that nigga's face off. And Optimus, this like their first time linking up. Like this their first time they ever talk to each other, and Optimus ripped his face off in their first interaction. It seems to me that Optimus Prime one of those dudes you don't ever want to piss off, because like he can just do this to you. Like what are you gonna do about it? He can say, "Give me your face," and he takes your face off, and then you just gotta hold that, bro. Like I'm sorry. Fallen started running away, fearing for his life. And I know Optimus Prime was just slow walking his ass down the whole time, but he put that hand on his shoulder and punched a hole through the back of his chest, ripping his spark out too. Crushed that hole, and that was Optimus Prime's baby blues was beaming the whole time. I mean, this nigga is tough. The Fallen died crazy style though, like brother is a super goner. And that was all of Prime's fades and Transformers 2 Revenge of the Fallen. Now we on Dark of the Moon, my favorite live action Transformers movie. And to be completely honest, he didn't have that many fades in this movie either. First one being in Chernobyl, when Shockwave's worm drilling thing done pulled up on Nest. But Prime done cut off one of Shockwave's worm's heads as he seen Shockwave from a distance, and that nigga said, "Oh, it's Optimus Prime." Alright. And dipped. And then that man Sentinel Prime linked up with the Decepticons, readied the pillars for the first invasion of Earth. Optimus pulled up on his ass. Sentinel started busting at Prime, but once Prime caught up with Sentinel, he tackled the piss out of bro. But somehow that man Sentinel got on top of Optimus, had him hemmed up on this wall, up Blick and Blade on that nigga, and was telling him, "Hey little dude, you know I rocks with you heavy, but the humans here, they treat us like machines. On Cybertron we were gods." Oh yeah, no, that nigga Sentinel was off the deep end the whole time. There is no saving dude. But not only that, when Sentinel left Cybertron, it was to defect. This plan has been in motion since the war. Sentinel was like, "Hey man, you're lucky I didn't kill you," and walks away. And so does Prime. I'm just like, what are you walking away for, Optimus? Just shoot him. And it's just Prime me imagining Optimus Prime sad walking back to the Autobots like, "Guys, my bad y'all. I didn't know he was like that." And then we get the invasion of Chicago. And this always feels different, because you got war movies like, oh, okay, that's war. Then you got this, and you're like, oh, okay, so like everyone's dying in this movie. I see. How do you combat this? And Optimus pulls back up on the driller. He destroys the driller, and then this nigga Optimus Prime, I want this nigga hung by jumper cables. They be doing anything in these movies to keep Prime away from a fight. So after Optimus gets freed, he comes and pulls up on Shockwave with a jetpack. And I'm pretty sure the last thing any Decepticons to see is a semi-truck with a jetpack. But Prime pulled up on this horde of Decepticons and started slicing through them niggas like butter, bro. Chop suey them niggas. Fighting so damn hard, he's busting out of his jetpack armor. But big old PZ dodged the Shockwave blast, pulled out spiked brass knuckles. Is this something all Transformers can do? And if so, why haven't they been doing this sooner? but he punched a fat ass chunk out of Shockwave. I'm talking about he Rangiku'd that nigga. Then he hit a left hook slam, grabbed that boy by his eye, yanked that bitch out. This is a scary nigga, bro. Optimus be doing Decepticons so bad, I'm surprised them boys don't have a run on site if you see Optimus like slogan or sign somewhere, bruh. So now Unc gotta teach Optimus a lesson. This racist ass fire truck formerly descended from this building, and then him and Optimus pull out their doohickeys and they get ready to box. Optimus got the sword and the axe out, then hit the shield, pushed Sentinel up against this building and started hard pressing little bro just to get his little ass headbutt and kicked off the Sentinel. And that man Sentinel is beating the dog piss out of Optimus with his shield. Got two nasty ass hits off on bro with that hoe. Just for Sentinel be like, you know what? Why am I dealing with this chump? Decepticons fired this goof ass nigga Optimus. But to be honest, I don't know why Sentinel called that, because Optimus got this nasty ass kickoff on bro just for Sentinel to use his momentum to grab him and knee him in the face. He was doing that nigga Prime dirty by his lonesome. And then, oh nah, this nigga squad wiped the Autobots by his dolo. Done slashed Ratchet away, had Bumblebee going to car mode just to back up and slam sideswipe with his shield, while Optimus is getting blown to smithereens by the ships. Sentinel over here still doing the Autobots dirty, done quick scope sideswipe MB just to get a rocket to the chest. He was getting feasted on by them rockets, something nasty, so he had to dip up out of there. The Optimus was on his ass. Big old Peasy done tackled Sentinel out of his fire truck just to start putting that pressure on him on his bridge. That shield is saving Sentinel's life right now. He over here getting smacked in the back of his head too. Oh yeah, no, this nigga Optimus is disrespectful as hell. They start going crazy with the swords and the axes again, just for Sentinel to disarm Optimus of his axe. Then he kicked the sword away, and he proceeded to cut my nigga Optimus's arm straight clean off. Smashed little bro in the face with his shield and started dragging him on this bridge with that sword. He got my Optimus in hell right now, man. Let him go. His Sentinel over here had Optimus Prime begging. Was finna end his whole entire life, but big Megatron just shot little bro in the back like 8 times with that shotgun. Threw that little dude and then kicked his helmet off. Started ripping at that tummy too. I know that Megatron is sick for what Sentinel did to him like 30 minutes ago. All it took for Megatron to get his get back on Sentinel was Carly calling that nigga a pussy. Then we get Megatron talking Prime like, hey, who the hell would you be without me, Prime? And that says, time to find out. Equips that battle mask, picks up that axe, breaks the arm, and rips his head and spinal cord off of his body. And then Optimus picks up Megatron's shotgun and Sentinel's begging for his life. Try to weasel his ass up out of this situation, but Optimus double tap that nigga. Albeit Sentinel died, he lost something nasty. Without Megatron pulling up that Optimus might have been dead to rights. That's every single fade Big Ol' Peasy had in Dark of the Moon. Now we on to Age of Extinction, and we start this whole off not with an Optimus fade, but we gotta pay respects to a real nigga named Ratchet. Ironhide too, I forgot to mention bro in Dark of the Moon. While K's family is trying to escape from Cemetery Wind through this little parking garage, Optimus and Lockdown are throwing them things. And little ass Lamborghini Lockdown is bullying Optimus Prime. Look how he just pushed my goat over, and I know Optimus is weak and injured. That's like Shaggy pushing over a sumo wrestler, brother. That should simply not happen. Had my guy Prime running, oh nah. You're telling me you couldn't make that jump, Optimus? It didn't even look that far, nigga. I could have made it. But Optimus did make an aura recovery. He disarmed Lockdown of his little hook hand, and then he hung little bro. This is just regular fighting style for Optimus. He don't even know what happened to Ratchet yet. Optimus then Elden Ring rolls through some of the Cemetery Wind trucks that are hawking down Cade. Cade's car makes this crazy ass jump just for that bitch to stall out, but Optimus pulls up, tells everybody to hop in that hoe, just for Lockdown to be on the top rope and hucked a grenade at little bro, and the only people that survived was Cade and Tessa. That boy Prime got on a new fit, and might I say, he got that shit on. Regrouped with his Autobots, yes sir, my boy B back in the mix. Infiltrated KSI, no, not that crazy forehead nigga, and found out that they was using their dead brethren's bodies, decomposing them to get this transformium metal to make quote unquote better Transformers. He finally saw what happened to Ratchet, and then he got into a fight with Galvatron, who was his long lost ops soul, reformatted into this new robot. I'll throw in the Galvatron fight for y'all because it was fire. Galvatron was hucking rockets at Optimus, so you had to let Cade and Tessa out of the car. Other man done transformed and the fade commences. Prime started playing keep away with that cannon on Gal's arm till he got chin checked and knee in the gut. So Optimus just tackled his goofy ass on the ground. They fight their way back up, and then Galvatron hits Optimus Prime with this mean ass uppercut. I mean, god damn. Just for Prime, they hit Galvatron with a Uranage Samoa Joe style, but he done got his ass kicked away just for Galvatron to hit him with this spinning roundhouse right to the jaw. And then Optimus Prime, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I don't know what you thought was gonna happen when you stabbed Galvatron in that very open chest he had, but it done eradicated the Energon swords. Rest in peace, the Energon blades. You will be missed. But it done slammed Prime just for them to roll on the ground. Prime got top mount, started bashing his shit in, and then Lockdown out Aurus Prime for the second time in the movie, cause he done shot this fat stupid ass rocket through his chest, and I mean golly. But pause on that, did nobody hear or see that big stupid dumbass spaceship that's right behind them? I know K's worried about his daughter right now, but like, I know you still have ears. And then tough ass Lockdown starts walking, and the movie just makes it so you only hear this nigga footsteps. They wanted y'all to know that Lockdown was an aura demon, a menace to society. Then that boy Lockdown transmogrified his face into a gun one more time just to blast the piss at a cuz square in the chest. And as Prime on life alert, that boy Lockdown slow walked to Prime, got down on one knee, and started talking to cuz. Basically called that boy a clanker and kidnapped his ass. And we see inside of this weird ass spaceship he got, he just be capturing dudes for the love of the game. I mean, it is Lockdown. That's what he does in every universe, but golly. Now that Prime is locked up, Lockdown talked about capturing all the knights. And now that he has Prime, he got the last one. Watching this for the first time, I'm like, what does he mean by all the knights? Just for us to see Lockdown and the seed over to Cemetery Wind. He was about to skedaddle off of Earth, but the Autobots done pulled up. The Autobots done freed Optimus from out of this secret spaceship right as Lockdown was taken on. So Lockdown will be in deep space before he notices they were gone. But now Optimus and Squad pull up to Hong Kong to get the seed from Joshua. But Stinger done blasted the ship, knocking Bee and Hound at that hole as that ship crashed somewhere in the jungle. After crash landing in Hong Kong, Optimus decides the only way to fight all these KSI bots is by recruiting the Dinobots. He done freed the Dinobots from their chains, and he's like, hey, ain't gonna lie, Grimlock, me and you, we gotta run the ones, big dog. And Grimlock didn't even let Optimus finish his sentence. He was already on that ass. Tried to get 2 off on my dog Prime, he dodged. While Crosshairs and Drift in the background like, yeah, nah, this nigga got it. We're not fighting those things. But Grimlock tried to get 3 more off on Prime. He dodged, climbed up that boy's arm, and hit him with this fat ass left hook. Grimlock got hit with that. He was like, oh, I bet. And then transformed into a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Whoever was on the Transformers G1 design team and decided to make a transforming dinosaur robot, I simply don't think they got paid enough. If little old me, Cool 109, had his way, I'm making that guy or girl the very first ethical billionaire. Big Grimlock ran at Prime though just to get backhanded with that shield. And then Optimus gives Grimlock the ultimatum: defend my family or die. Optimus only hit the nigga 2 times, by the way. Already lost. That's kind of crazy. I know when he got that Matrix in TF2, that shit started coursing through his veins like the super soldier serum. Them dudes, Optimus and Grimlock, was just fighting to the death 4 seconds ago. Now they're doing strategic tag team moves on KSI bots like they've been fighting together for 40 years. OPZ jumped off of Grimlock, threw his sword at bro right here, picked it up, cut a nigga in half while Grimlock in the back chomping on somebody. Prime's over there blicking somebody down. Buddy Boy hops back on Grimlock, and Grimlock boosts Prime up to his building. Slice bro in half and then knock bro down, and Grimlock as he started chomping on him. Then Slog in the back gonna roll on some KSI bots and then alley-oop one to Grimlock while Prime is aura farming on his back. Like, where could y'all possibly have gotten this teamwork from? Lockdown did turn on that tractor beam one more time, had Optimus Prime and all the Dinobots in that hole, but Big Prime had enough of it. Blew that tractor beam into smithereens, so now they don't gotta deal with that no more. But now Big Lockdown himself pulls up. Optimus pronounces the fade with Lockdown, and look at this premium aura farmer. Like, buddy, there was no need for any of that. I guess we can't call that a strategic measure though, because some of the debris started hitting Prime in the back of the head. just for Lockdown to do this cool ass flip down, hooked Prime by the shoulder and slammed his face against this smokestack. Let me tell you something, bro. These boys Lockdown and Prime start throwing immaculate hands. We go parry, punch, parry, disarm, weak, and then Prime got kicked in the jaw. Optimus Prime did get this Superman punch off on Lockdown, need him in the sternum, need him in the chest a couple of times. Prime got a punch off on Lockdown just for his ass to go all around his ass like he a damn luchador. Twisted that arm and kicked it right in the sternum. It was continuing to throw them things in the background of Cade getting cold upped on his ass. And I ain't gonna hold you, bro, Cade, this is ridiculous. Nigga had the super duper alien gun in his hands. He dropped it because this nigga missed a couple of shots. Buddy, fire back, bust back. I've literally seen you kill men stronger than him this movie. Like, what are you doing, Brody? But Optimus's nice ass could not let Cade get blammed in front of him. And Optimus got this nasty ass 3-piece off on Lockdown. I'm talking about Superman backhand. This is Sparta kick to the chest. Leave the trip attempt from Lockdown just to blow that boy to smithereens. Too bad that gave Lockdown just the chance he needed. He tried to sneak Prime at first, but he blocked that hole with his shield. Just for Prime to eat the nastiest uppercut I've ever seen him eat. Punched Optimus so hard that nigga went sideways. Lockdown's time on Earth, he must have been watching them 09 Randy Orton tapes because he punk kicked the piss out of Optimus. I mean, yeesh. Kicked that man so hard, I'm surprised his helmet ain't fall off like how Megatron did Sentinel. That boy Sentinel must have just been old as hell then. And then the violation of violations happens. Lockdown stabbed Optimus through the chest, piercing him to this smokestack with his own sword. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the third time Lockdown out-ored Optimus in his own damn movie. This nigga is a villain. That's a demon. Even palmed that grown man by the side of their head. That's a violation. Just for Cade to start busting that Lockdown finally. Then Bumblebee pulls up. Now that boy Lockdown getting super duper jumped. Cause B pulled up, threw a car at Lockdown. They caught him off guard just for this capoeira ass nigga B to get this mean ass kickoff on Lockdown. B over there still kicking the piss out of Lockdown while Cade is also just lighting that boy up. Why is Cade and B the dynamic duo right now? They doing him like how Yuji and Toto did Mahito. Optimus over here telling Cade to skedaddle up out of here. This is his fighting brother. So look at the situation you're in, nigga. You can't talk. You lost your fight. And pause. Look at how Lockdown got my goat Bumblebee. This is a crazy predicament to be in. There is no recovery from this. Imagine talking to the Cybertronian hoes and then a nigga bring this picture up. You just gotta slime them out. You just gotta slime bro out. But knowing B, he's sliming the Cybertronian hoes out too. No witnesses. That boy Lockdown wound up Bumblebee in his arm just to slam his ass. I mean, God damn. The humans over here kind of doing Lockdown dirties. Cade is lighting that ass up and redacted trip little bro with some tow cable. Just for Tessa to hook that tow cable up to the sword in Optimus's chest. And then they freed the demon. Optimus grabbed that hoe. And the only way they could defeat Lockdown was by jumping and backdooring that nigga. Cause he stabbed him square in the back and cut his goof ass in half. Optimus done put that demon to rest. But that was all of Optimus's fades in Age of Extinction. Buddy boy was kind of going crazy this movie. I'm not even finna hold y'all. But next up is The Last Night. And again, like my Bumblebee video I did, go check that out in the description below. Every single Transformers movie I know front to back, minus The Last Night. We finna look up all Optimus Prime fights in The Last Night and call it a day. So, from this synopsis of The Last Night that I am currently reading, I skimmed through half of that. I'm not reading that whole thing. After Optimus flew into outer space at the end of the last movie, this guy got frozen in outer space. And I'm really just trying to get brain to brain with Optimus, bro. I'm trying to get on his wavelength, but I just simply can't because what did he think was going to happen? Nigga look dumb and homeless. I know he mad cold right now, bruh. But Quintessa done got his stupid ass, and I know it was easy too, like stealing candy from a baby. That boy Optimus heard the message that the creators wanted him, and then this nigga went inside the white van. His parents told him never to go inside. Buddy pulled up on Quintessa though after seeing Cybertron the state is like, the fuck do you do to my home? Drop the shield. Look at this angry ass walk. God damn, he was really finna rock the mess out of Quintessa. But she knocked that sword out of his hand, and she damn near bound and gagged my nigga. Oh nah, Quintessa on her BDSM type shit. Get away from me. And where'd this big nigga come from? Oh my god. Whatever freaky mess you got going on, Quintessa, I promise you Optimus Prime do not want a part of it. She done slapped my dog too, started caressing his face. Get away from him. But then here comes the mind control. The BDSM worked on Optimus. She said, go kill Earth. And he said, yes, mommy. This is the exact type of woman or He-Man was talking about in them videos.
Wait, I got it. Did she wear a revealing black leather outfit with spiky black patent leather boots with lots of weapons? And did she say something like, who's hungry?
I ain't gonna hold you though. That brainwashing worked a little too fast on my demon Optimus. And now that I'm really thinking about it, Optimus might just be a masochist at heart. Y'all not remember how hard he was pining for him to boom himself in Transformers 2007? Quintessa done yucked this nigga yum, man. I'm sick. Fast forward in the movie, Optimus slimed out a couple zombie Transformers, stole Merlin's staff, and yeah, I will be reusing that Bumblebee versus Optimus fight. If you don't want to watch it because you already seen it again, here's the timestamp. You can skip ahead. After the fate with Bumblebee and Optimus Prime realized he was tripping and then got pulled up on by Megatron and Nitro Zeus. I'm talking about blew his ass to smitherooskies. And then the Knights pull up on Optimus and they start feasting upon his ass. Y'all sentenced me to death, not an ass whooping. Calm down. Like, look at this dude right here. He was feeling himself with the 360 staff hit, buddy. You a little too excited to phase something, ain't you? Done got hit in the back, got hit with a right hook, and he got kicked in the sternum. Again, I got sentenced to death, not an ass whooping. They over here talking about some damn you have betrayed your own kind. What they want Optimus Prime to do is commit a genocide. He not doing that. Over here talking spicy to my dog, poking and prodding at him with their swords. Optimus just gonna take this on the chest because he feels like it's his fault he got brainwashed in the first place. And I feel like this just further validates my point that Quintessa was yucking that nigga's yum. You said you want me to stop talking about yucking Optimus Prime's yum in this video? Yeah, all right, my fault. Prime got a back shot, a ring or a bunk kick, and now they was finna slime his ass out. K's little armband sword thingy on his wrist turned into a sword, and he blocked that hoe. Optimus does his, you know what I'm saying, typical rally in the troop speech. It works. And now they finna go slime out Quintessa. That boy Megatron and Infernic is over here applying heavy pressure on the Autobots. But here come Bumblebee and Hot Rod flying a ship. Oh yeah, nah, I was already over before it started. If you see Bumblebee piloting a ship, just know that hoe is crashing in 5 seconds. 3 movies in and this nigga still don't know how to fly. So Bumblebee, bro, you gotta like get your CDL or something, bro. What's good with you, big dog? But Optimus pulls up, flying on a dragon. Optimus pulled up on Infernicus, stabbed little bro in the gut, flipped behind him, stabbed him in the back, then in the head, talking about some damn you ugly mess. Yeah, that man Optimus is real life an unk. These grandma ass insults. What you talk about, you ugly mess. Infernicus transformed back into 7 people though, and they all came running at Optimus. He done cut every single one of their heads off with one swing. This is an order that can be learned. You're either built like this or you get the fuck on. But Optimus and the gang start getting pulled in by the gravitational force of Cybertron. I think I could possibly just be saying shit out of my ass right now, I don't know, but Optimus done kicked the piss out of Megatron. But Megatron over here boxing the Autobots on this dolo almost cut down my demon hound, but Hot Rod with his time stop ability stopped him. Hound took this as an opportunity to start busting at that boy Megatron. Bumblebee jumped on Megatron's back and he slammed that little ass dude. Whoa. Up to pull crazy on my demon Bumblebee, but here come Optimus with the assist. He not finna see his son almost die for the 2nd time today, and he done sliced Megatron's arm right in half. But Megatron, one-armed it, still managed to little body Optimus, grab that man by the sword and pinned him on the ground. Talk about some damn we were brothers once. Buddy, you killed me, I kill you. I don't think we ever want to be brothers again, actually, man. Optimus kicked Megatron off of him and then sweet chin music that boy off the ship. But now the only person that's left is Quintessa. But we all know what happens with that, man. Bumblebee slimes her ass out. And that's all for the last night. Now we on to the Bumblebee movie. Optimus only had one fade in the Bumblebee movie, and oh, what a glorious fade it was. That boy Prime came on the scene blicking down 3 Seekers, and hold on, mama, there go that man. He hitting this iconic pose. Oh yeah, he a demon for real. And slammed the piss out of this Seeker. Bumblebee pulled up, but also here is Starscream, Soundwave, and Shockwave, the goddamn big 3 of Decepticons. But after Prime sent Bumblebee on his mission to Earth, that boy hopped off this tower, having bro crash to death, and then he got to work. Prime went blick, kick, grabbed this Decepticon by his head and decided to point blank rapid fire that nigga in the chest, slammed his ass, blicked down some more cons, flipped around, bro, to put him in a headlock just to blick down his homeboys. But here come Ravage, and now Optimus Prime wanna miss his shots all of a sudden. Like I believe that, but he rocked that boy and oh nah, his ass got surrounded. Do we know how he got out of this? Hell no. Because that was his last fade in the Bumblebee movie. And the next time we see him fade up is in Rise of the Beast. Now look, I know this has absolutely nothing to do with Optimus or even Optimus Primal for all that matters. But I gotta talk about the Scourge and Ape Link fade. That boy Ape Link was running away from Scourge and his goons until he got blicked square in the back. But here come Primal with the save, done slimed out one of these Scorponaut clones, and then here come Air Razor with the save. It's crazy we never see her transform this whole goddamn movie, by the way. Cheetor and Rhinox pull up too. Ape Link hands the Transwarp key over to Primal, tells him to get the hell up out of there while he handles Scourge by his dolo. That boy Ape Link got 2 off on Scourge's top, went for a third one, and oh nah, got stabbed right in his pectoral, and then fire! Scourge done hollow purple Ape Link, god damn, snatched his chain too. Yeah, that man Scourge had to go. Now this next fade of Optimus in Rise of the Beast is a special one. It's a deleted scene that never made it to the movie. I'm talking about Optimus versus Transit, the only Decepticon we see all movie. Prime over here talking about he been on Earth for 7 years after fleeing Cybertron because the Decepticons done took that hole completely over. They have been followed though. And when they got followed, Optimus started leading them to this very specific spot. And Transit dumbass done pulled up on Optimus. But Transit tried to run that boy Prime over. He caught his little goofy ass and flipped him. So he transforms and starts blicking at my demon Optimus. So he kicks this busset, bro. Transit and jumps over just to eat a 1-2 from Optimus. He did X-handle my demon though. Even suplexed him, hold on. Why Transit got hands? But he had good ass form too. Must think he Kurt Angle. But Optimus picked up this fat ass piece of rock and smacked the piss out of bro with it. Grabbed him by the head, damn near nuggied bro, and started smashing his head against the other buses. So he runs his head through the bus. Transit gets up, grabs a lamppost, and throws Optimus against a bus with it. Even puts the hoe to his chest. So Optimus pulled out the doohickey and cut that man's arm off. And I ain't never seen this move done before. He Superman stabbed that dude in the chest. Talk about some damn where's your shit? And Transit still think he got some high ground, some leverage. Talk about some damn, I destroyed it so you can never go to Cybertron again. Optimus pushed that boy through like 3 buses and shot the piss out of his ass. And that's not even the worst of it. He grabbed Transit's body, threw his ass in the Hudson River, and once we see that hoe touch the ground, there's like 8 other Decepticon bodies just laying there. Scourge started blicking at Noah and Elena at this museum, so Optimus had to pull up. He got 2 sword swipes weaved by Scourge just to get hit square in the mouth. And I'm starting to see how these niggas lost the war on Cybertron. Y'all kind of suck. But Optimus is now dual wielding weapons because he done pulled out that axe on Scourge, and Buddy Boy done caught that hoe clean. Started overpowering my demon Prime. Oh nah, he done kicked that man square in the chest and started aura forming on cue with the explosion in the back. Who bro think he feeling like? Optimus swung at Scourge again just to get that hoe weaved and him clocked in the mouth. Prime got clotheslined with a lamppost. Like god damn, Scourge is doing him so dirty right now. B pulled up trying to help and Optimus was finna sandwich that guy, but Scourge headbutt the piss out of Optimus and backhanded Bumblebee. Then he disarmed Prime of his axe, stabbed at the joints, cut that boy's stomach open and kicked the piss out of him. Hit him with a right hook right to the face plate and dropped his pillar on him. And we all know what happens after this, man. Bumblebee gets slimed out and Scourge with the Terracon skedaddle. But Scourge made one tiny mistake. After sliming out Bumblebee, he left Optimus Prime alive. Bumblebee like Optimus Prime's jet. We know the get back gonna be lethal because this ain't Optimus Prime no more. This is Optimus get it back in blood Prime. And that's one thing that I love about this movie, man. Every time Optimus saw Scourge after this, it was on sight. Like, you're not gonna slime out my little buddy and walk on the same planet as me. I don't care that you do my ass. You're not gonna kill me about it, and that's on Primus. The Autobots over here driving away, and then Optimus sees Scourge in his side view mirror. That boy did a full ass 360. Like, hold on a second, Twin. Where do you think you're going? You're going to have to run me the hands before you can pass me. They over here talking about something. I'm going to take off Scourge's key, and then I'm going to take off his head and equips the shiesty.
Niggas think I'm fighting to save the day. But really, nigga, I just like to fight. What? I don't care about none of that shit. Please, just let me go. A lot of good. Nightmare to them ops, ho!
That boy don't care about no damn key. He just wants smoke. Then Scourge tackled that boy off the cliff. They're over here throwing hands, still tumbling off this cliff just for Optimus to get this mean ass right hook off on Scourge. Once they stop falling, and they over here running at each other, but they both get stopped by Air Razor. And literally through the flames, that boy promised talking cash nasty shit to Scourge. This boy Optimus has had murder on his mind the whole damn movie. Now we at the end of the movie. Scourge got all of his little Scorponok little drone things over my dog Optimus until we see that boy Stratosphere pop up out the cut with Bumblebee. We all know what happens though. He slimes out Nightmare. That boy Prime pulls up on Scourge for the actual rematch. He hits a spin move on that boy Scourge and throws lava at him. Try to get him out of there with that blade, but Scourge caught it just to get hit upside the head and pushed on this little spinny thing. But Scourge starts begging for Daddy Unicron to send in some reinforcements. But none of that mattered because Optimus is still on his ass. Prime got hit with a hook but responded back with a sword slash that hit nothing but straight air. So Scourge tried to blast that man's head off, but he only hit his face plate. And that hoe invigorated Optimus, hit him with a headbutt, stabbed him in the shoulder, and then slammed his ass on some lava. He got out of that though, grabbed Prime by his head, shoot that little space bridge shut down John, but Prime said, "Is that it? Is it all you got, little dude?" Cause he breaks out, pushes Scourge on the lava, cuts off that right and left arm. Then he force feeds that boy his inner John blade. Forcing a nigga to throw the sword is crazy, bruh. He done Levi versus Beast tightened his ass like Jesus Christ. Then he ripped his head off. Full stop. Talk about some damn, I'm gonna show you the power of a Prime. Had to rip his set a little bit too. Done took back Bumblebee's chain and everything. Yeah, this boy Optimus Prime and Rise of the Beast was on time in the whole film. But yeah, man, that was all of Optimus's fights. These live action. Yeah, we not done, man. Here's the Transformers 1 fight. But D16 tackles that nigga off the ledge. And D16 is just punching the shit out of dog. I mean, they are falling to their deaths and D do not care. He said, "I need Sentinel gone now." So Sentinel starts flying and they crash into this pillar. Sentinel's ass is over here now, cowering in fear as D16 pulls out that Yao meter, getting ready to boom this goofy ass nigga out of existence. Bro's over here missing, dropping debris on the citizen's icon, but he really don't give a damn. And now Sentinel is begging for his life. But before D could cap his ass, Orion pushed him out of the way. And he's like, "Bro, D, you don't gotta do this. It's over. We won. Everybody knows that Sentinel's a piece of garbage. You don't gots to execute him, bro. We can't unite niggas over an execution. You're acting like Sentinel now, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even that mad at what D is about to do to Orion. I love Orion, but what do you mean, bro, is acting like Sentinel, dog?" And just like my King Von analogy I gave to Sentinel, in order for shit to get better, some niggas just gots to go. And D's like, "Brother, I'ma need you to step aside before I shoot a hole in your chest, cause you cannot compare me to this nigga." And he punched the piss out of Orion, kicked his ass too, as D hoists up that fusion cannon one more time, getting ready to boom Sentinel. He charges it up, lets the hole rip, and Orion took the bullet, and I mean it completely took that nigga whole entire left side off. And before Orion can fall down the hole behind him, D grabs his arm and he's like, "Nigga, are you stupid?" Orion's like, "Damn nigga, you really shot my ass. Now that I'm here, it'd be really cool if you could pull me up." And D looks down, he looks back up, and his eyes are blood red as he says, "I'm done saving your ass," and drops Orion down this hole. And D turns his attention back to Sentinel, and a bunch of his guards pull up, they getting ready to run the fade with Megatron for they boy. And let me tell you, it is not end well for anybody here. First dude pulled up, got punched right away. Second dude pulled up, tried to tackle D, but his ass teched the grab. Imagine you try to tackle a nigga, you blink, now you're hoisted up above bro's head, getting dropped on the ground. Third dude hits B, but he tanks the hit and shoulder bashes that nigga away. As we keep on getting flashes in and out of Orion falling to the core of Cybertron, as D now cooked all of Sentinel's guards, he turns his attention to bro. D picks Sentinel up and hoists his ass up above his head and pause. This frame is crazy. It look like D is giving this nigga the strokes and just straight rips that nigga in half. Oh, nah. And bro rips Megatronus's cog out of Sentinel's chest as he says, "The age of primes is over. You don't need these false prophets anymore, man. Rise up and follow me." As the core of Cybertron reveals all 13 primes and they're being like, "Hey, Orion, young nigga, young hitter, you are worthy. Take this, the matrix of leadership." As D16 puts Megatronus's cog in his chest and the Matrix puts itself in Orion's chest. As these boys both become Megatron and Optimus at the same time. But pause. Let's talk about D16 a little bit. His favorite prime was Megatronus and he dick rode that nigga so hard he took his name. This is crazy. But Optimus shoots from the depths of Cybertron hell like a damn shooting star. And Megatron over here destroying all of the Sentinel statues and said, "We don't need that BS anymore." And Starscream started dick riding Megatron immediately. He said, "Oh shit, hold on a second, that he kind of lit for real." B and Alita see what Megatron is doing and they're like, bro, it's kind of off the deep end. So they pull up and try to stop bro. Alita's like, "Hey little nigga, you need to relax." But Megatron grips her ass up by the chest and slams her on the ground. I mean, like, ask her ass on a date first, man. This is crazy. B kicked his ass off of her, though. He said, "Yo, dog, you was moving kind of crazy, bro. We was all chill like 14 minutes ago. What happened?" But now Alita and B start trying to jujutsu jump Megatron, and he is not letting it happen. Alita's flexible ass is over here circling around Megatron. Alita punched B in the back of the head and hit his ass with a V-trigger. What is going on with niggas hitting B with damn V-triggers, bro? How did the Cybertronians have access to the Kenny Omega tapes, bro? But Alita's around Megatron's neck trying to choke bro out, and he just grips her shit up and throws her ass off of him. He slammed B one good time. He was finna start doing ground and pound on his ass like crazy, but Optimus finally pulled up, making this big ass explosion, knocking everybody back. Optimus is finally here. He's staring down Megatron, and this is the beginning of it all. One of the greatest rivalries of all time, man. Megatron and Optimus, man. These niggas getting ready to throw generational hands. I know it. Optimus then says, "We could have built the future together." And Megatron's like, "Yeah, nah, I'm doing this shit by myself, big dog. You can see me with the hands about it though, pussy." So Megatron pulls up on Optimus and tries to hit bro with this Superman punch, but dog just hits this clean ass spin move out the way. Optimus then clocks Megatron in the jaw, but bro just ate that shit like lunch and knee bro right in the sternum. Optimus then said, "Alright then nigga," transforms, starts dodging Megatron's blast just to trip his ass with the back of his truck, and he made that nigga to a full ass flip just for Megatron to get up, and Optimus just rams that nigga in his truck mode, knocking both of them off the top of this building. So after they both fall, Optimus tries to punch bro, but bro catches the punch and with that same arm pulls out his fusion cannon and smacks bro in the face with it. Just for him to charge up that fusion cannon, but Optimus pulls out the smokestacks on his shoulders and uses them hoes like a flamethrower. I need every version of Optimus to use this regularly, please and thank you. Megatron like, "Damn, wait a minute, it's just fire though," and still blasts Optimus right in the chest. Optimus got sent flying back though, but once he got up, all he saw was Megatron's angry ass jumping up in the air, double fist his ass right in the chest, and just starts going crazy with the ground and pound. The pressure was getting a little too much for Optimus, so he transformed the back of his legs into wheels and started skirting away. Megatron still got a lick off on Optimus, and then he went to the left hand, put out the little pew pew blaster, and started trying to cook my guy, but Optimus just hit his head away, dodging the blast, just to hit bro with a thruster powered punch, knocking his ass all the way back. But Megatron's recovery was nice as hell. As soon as his body hit the ground, he transformed into his tech and shot at Optimus. Optimus started dodging the blast, transformed into his trick mode just to pull up on Megatron. He gripped up the tank cannon, pulled that bitch clean the hell off, and then he cracked bro in the ribs with it like it was a damn baseball bat. And hold on, peep game, this nigga Megatron, when he got hit, he grabbed onto that whole transform just to take that whole bat? Oh yeah, nah, these niggas really boxing for real. But then he used the tank cannon, he just got back to blast Optimus away. And bro couldn't react, the only thing he could do was block, and it still sent his ass flying. Megatron then picked up this piece of damn rebar and then smacked the hell out of Optimus with it. Had that nigga dazed, and then he grabbed that nigga by his collar, dropped him on the ground, picked up another random piece of debris and just started going crazy on his ass. Like he was playing whack-a-mole or something. But the Matrix in Optimus's chest started to power up as he made a cannon out of his right arm and it just blew Megatron all the way back. Megatron's ass gets up and he sees Optimus and bro got the Energon axe and bro just started shooting, gets a good 10 shows with it. This is the greatest movie of all time, bro. If this doesn't get a sequel, I'm blaming all the niggas at Paramount and everybody that didn't watch this in theaters, bro, because this is legitimately peak fiction. But Megatron weed that first Getsuga, but Optimus just started spamming that shit, man. This nigga really is just Ichigo right now. He over here putting that hard pressure on Megatron, getting closer and closer to dog. He then kicked his ass off that platform and then bitch ass Soundwave, Starscream, and Shockwave pull up. But this ain't just Optimus Prime anymore. This is Hampton E Prime. Yes, sir. I had to bring it back for the one time. And he dodged Soundwave. Shockwave pulled up, parried the hell out of bro. I know he was confused because 1 second he was standing and now he's on the ground. And he made Shockwave shoot Starscream. Bro didn't even get a chance to do anything. He then dodged the Soundwave attack just to parry the right. And then he hit bro with a right of his very own. Starscream's ass then shot a rocket at bro just for him to catch it, do a little spin move, and dunk that whole right on Soundwave's head. I don't know, Soundwave probably like, damn, what he say fuck me for? He then kicked the hell out of Shockwave because bro done up the pole on his ass just for Starscream to pull up, and he tried to hit him with that scoop move he hit on D16 earlier, but this is Optimus Prime. That is not gonna work on Big Dog, as his grab got teched and he got grabbed and chunked like crazy. Just for Optimus to then pose with the Energon axe out, man, who he think he feeling like, man? Bro is flexing for the gram. In front of the ops he just beat to a pulp. I know his ass like, the hoes gonna love this. But Megatron's ass was angry as hell. He started shooting bro with both of his guns just for Optimus to do a little twirl of the Energon axe, deflecting all of those shots. They then pull up on one another. Optimus grabs Megatron's small little pew pew, bends that hoe in half just to do a little spin move and cut Megatron's fusion cannon in half, knocking bro all the way back. Optimus then exiles Megatron out from Icon City, and Megatron like, alright nigga, this ain't gonna be the last you see of me, Prime, as Megatron calls for all the high guard and they dip up out of there. But with all that being said, that's the end of the video, man. I got 2 more videos like this on the way. One with Iron Man, and then the other one's gonna be that 200K special. But I'm not gonna tell you what that is until we hit 200K. More of the story today is, if you're a Decepticon and you see Optimus Prime, run on sight. With that being said, if you like, comment, subscribe, go do all that good stuff. Go follow my Twitter and my Discord down in the description below. Other than that, man, that's all I got for y'all today. I'm out of here. Bye.